Oh, Jesus Christ, you guys. Like, seriously. It is such a listen. So I'm off camera tonight, dude. And I am actually this is my second live of the year. Yay. I did back-to-back lives. So, hey, what's up, dude? How are you doing, love? Nice to see you. Baby, let me tell you something about today's shenanigans in the YouTube screens. Um, why is my hold on, let me see this. Hold on. There we go. I need to make it bigger. Um, let's talk about it, everyone. There is some stuff going on. Finally, I mean, I think we're at over 24 hours ago. I was complaining and sounding like a little bitch yesterday, but I was ranting, and I deserve that rant because it's been pent up aggression for over a year since that was basically the last time I did a live. And thank you. Happy New Year to you as well, my dear. Happy New Year. I hope 2026 is going to be a flex. I'm trying to be optimistic and positive, but in the dictatorship we're in, stand guard. But happy New Year to you, dear. Oh, excuse me. This is why I try not to smoke the J's. I'm more of an edible person now because my voice, sheesh. Anywho, um, exactly. Wow, today was lively and so lively. I had to even hop up on Goosey's panel. And this is going back to the conversation we were talking about with the Dusty Fruit Minute Maid lemonade. And so I guess his madre had been doxxed and has been harassed. Someone found his mother's phone number. It has been she's been getting calls, what have you. Basically, it's harassment, y'all. And no one other than that person. I don't actually scratch that. The doxing stuff shows that you're a low life and you're a loser. I mean, let keep this shit on YouTube, okay? That's the first thing. Just don't even do that. But the fact that just because he lives with his mama doesn't mean that she needs to be a part of the fuckery and the shenanigans. And as we can see, his mother, I'm talking about Minute Maid Lemonade, um, his mother is already frustrated. We hear in, lives from, I believe, even going back to 2024. And I mean, I wasn't there recently, but I heard his mom came back again saying that, talking about her space and how she doesn't have the freedom to do certain things. Don't be doxing people's family. Don't be doxing, okay? You just scratch. Just drag, scratch, do all those things. But to take this outside of the screen and get this into real people's lives is shameful and gross. And plus, I don't want to sympathize with a verbally abusive asshole online. So that's another thing. But again, I can also be like, I have morals. I was raised correctly. I'm not good. Leave that woman alone, okay? Now, King Romanus. For those who don't know the difference between a drag and a lesson, King Romanus did not drag at all. That was a lesson. He was teaching. And what is sad is you have people that are in your same age bracket that have to give you a lesson. I mean, how sad is that? This is not a drag. And I think this is why I know that some people really do not touch grass. Like, seriously. And, you know, it is, I think I'm, let me just give King Roman News his props on how eloquent that what he said was factual. Because to me, dragging lemon, that's what he wants. That's that's his finish besides the alcohol. His finish is alcohol and negative energy, so he can come out here and use that as content. That's his weapon. But this was not a drag. And so many people, this is why I know that some of y'all are lacking in brain cells and intelligence, where it's the fact that oh, my dogs are coming into my bedroom now. Um, he was expressing the fact that you do this to everyone. The reason why people are not gravitating to you anymore is because how you treat them. Roman was not just speaking about himself. I'm also one of those people in the category where I'm gonna leave you the fuck alone. I'm not gonna be your ally. I'm not gonna sit here and be verbally abused by someone I've never met, who lives with their mama, who is in their mid-30s, who is unemployed, who's an alcoholic, and who lacks in any kind of intelligence and vocabulary, and who thinks chicken nuggets is a fine meal at 36 years old. That's weird. Excuse me. But anyway, um, yeah, it was not a drag, and like, and I'm also very disappointed again because after that lesson that King Roman News did, a lot of people went live because Rick Reed, I was in Rick Reed's. That's a whole other situation too that I didn't even know about, or threatening violence on someone. And then backtracking and be like, "Oh, I want you to be in the show." Lemon, don't do that show. You're gonna end up in jail. You know why you're gonna end up in jail? Because either you're gonna do something, and I'm not even talking fighting, you're gonna start something that you can't finish, basically. And plus, you're an idiot. You don't even know how to read a contract. So, yeah, you're a liability, dude. And you're not even entertaining. You have no personality. You lack in personality. You have to pick up, dude, you picked up Rick Reed's laugh for Pete's sakes. You take vibrates, absolutely, and you use it when you don't have anything else to say while people are insulting you. Dude, you suck. But anywho, um, Lolo, I want to believe you. I don't like the fact that is this narrative where you will end up going back, but I know deep down in my bladder, you will be back. Because, oh man, this is going to be, I think there's some wounds that are not fixed from, we've all, I mean, not all of us have been abused, but as someone who has been verbally and also physically abused before, and I promised myself I would never let that happen again because it's easy to get away with it when it's verbal, but I really think that you haven't fixed your trauma when it comes to the verbal side because words are weapons as well. Your fist is a weapon, but words can be are sharp too. So you know, I'm hoping, you know, and there's nothing wrong. And the thing is, like, you guys, not everything deserves a cuss out. Not everything deserves some ratchet, like, fuck you, you motherfucker, something addicted, all that. No. I think the way that King Roman News did it was eloquent. And I like kind of like the silence of what Lolo is doing. Only if she holds her ground, stand your ground, sis. Because you know this is going to happen again. It's a repeat pattern, y'all. Pattern. So it is, but it was very interesting tonight. And I was listening to Sir King. Sir King had some valid points. He really did. But also Sir King, I don't think he had a fight where he was just this distraught. No, this ain't a fight. There was something very traumatic, I think, that happened to him other than a fight. Sir King, have you even been in a fight before? And I'm no shade, seriously, because I'm like, a fight will not break you like this unless it literally breaks you into a wheelchair, okay? Or a prison term. I don't think this is something deeper than some kind of scrappity scrap battle punching eye session. There, I think no. And no, I do not think Lemon is on drugs. He's just a hardcore alcoholic, but B-U-T, comma. I'm noticing his slurring is even more slower, meaning like, is this a perk? Are you getting something from your homies in the parking lot? Because I know that swimming pool ain't open right now, so, but did you take something that night and drink with it? It's just like, as someone that, again, I've worked with all types of people and I'm ex-bartender. I've been around a lot of things and where I can kind of know where people are coming from when it comes to, you know, the influence, being under the influence, I should say. But his slurring it felt, it's like, are you slobbering as you're saying these words, kind of slurring? But not to the point it's that nodding off thing, because obviously he was talking. But anyway, um, ugh, dude, these people and you idiots that keep thinking, oh, he's pretending like he's drunk. Y'all really think the majority of the time he's actually pretending that he's intoxicated? Dude, give this motherfucker an Oscar. He's like fucking Jack Nicholson, Denzel Washington in this bitch. Are you really fucking kidding me? He's not that good of an actor, y'all. And for you to think that he's pretending the majority of the time, I'm not saying that he probably hasn't, but really, y'all really feel this goofy. Um, but here's the blessing for you guys who are gullible. Obviously, you have not been around enough alcoholics or addicts. So your naivete is a blessing. That's all I have to say about that. Let's see. Moving on. Well, Shakim. Whoa, dude. Whoa. Whoa, dude. What's going on, Shakim? What is this? I don't know. Again, I like to get a couple of sources, but I see source number 1, but, oof, yeah, that is, that is a to be continued. In other words, for ladies and gentlemen, again, on King Roman's news is, live earlier. It was put out that Shakim on Twitter has been, using other people's profiles to flag. So, that is something that was put out there. And also King Roman news, let me just say this part. Bree did, stand up for you where, she did say that Lemon was in the wrong. I do have to say that part. You didn't mention that, but I think you gotta give her at least a pedal on that end, at least. I know y'all ain't friends, but you gotta give her a pedal on, like, she at least put her bias aside and saw wrong is wrong, and it was wrong, and everyone felt that way. And y'all pick me's in the chat. Lemon already said he was sorry. What more do you want from him? I know your sons ain't either A, talking to you, B, in jail, C, have a long, lengthy criminal record, D, probably ain't taking care of their kids or have multiple kids, or E, all of the above. Because y'all are calling silly mama hoes. He already apologized. What more? Apology doesn't mean those are words. I can apologize. It's about change behavior, but y'all wouldn't know that. Weird. Or I would not get my son out because of blah, blah, blah. Or my child. No, son. Because let that be your daughter. You probably kick her out in a heartbeat. You see, I see you women coddling these boys. That's why some of these brothers ain't right. They loco on the cabeza. That's my baby. I will never. No, no, no. You see, you end up like a lemon. Ooh, end up like a lemon. Oh, is that why your name's Lemon? You end up like a lemon. You buy a lemon, you end up like one. Well, god damn. Ain't that some shit? Um, I need to hear about moving on from that. I think Rico showed his apartment. There's something going on with Rico the barber, not the racist. Not, excuse me, you can't be racist because you're the prejudice. Rico, the prejudice one, not him. But Rico, who has 2 dogs and 2 kennels in New York. Um, Something happened over there. I'm gonna be nosy because I'm also trying to sign myself off this lemon roller coaster. And look at me be a hypocrite, y'all. Look at me be a hypocrite. But Shakim, oh my God. Question marks. Dot, 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 dot. Wow, that is. But we shall see. Again, sources. I'm all about checking your sources and having more than one. Lordy. But on that note, I'm gonna finish this J, though I shouldn't because my voice is cracking. And be on my merry way, smoking this J. Mhm. Well, okay. Well, good night. Thank you to the 7 people that came in tonight. I appreciate you guys. At least you're looking at me, right? Or listening. Oh, and before I go, I forgot one more thing. So long and farewell, I'll meet you in the end. So long, farewell, I'll get you in the end. So long, farewell, I'll meet you in the end. So long, farewell, I'll get you in the end. Good night. Bitch.